Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Gabe Strong, a video producer in Juneau, Alaska. It's about 6 o'clock tonight. It's a nice night out, looking at the mountains outside my window. But inside, we're getting ready for a live multicam conference that I've been hired to record and live stream. So I've got all my gear out, kind of a big mess here as I get everything ready for this conference. I've got a couple PTZ cameras along with a joystick controller, and then I also have a ATEM Mini and a Stream Deck, which are also going to be used in this live stream. Now I'm using NDI video, so this PoE, Power over Ethernet network switch, is very important. It's how I get my PTZ cameras into computer. Also very important, this box of Ethernet Cat 6 cables. Now what's really nice about these is by stringing this one cable to my PTZ cameras, it carries power, audio and video signal, and camera control, so I can control the camera with the joystick controller all over one cable. I'm getting everything ready and I'm going to pack it up in my truck and head out to the location to set up tonight. It's starting tomorrow morning at 8:30 and I've got to get it all set up by then. So here's the location where the conference is being held. We'll head on into the room. I've already loaded all my gear in. You can see it here on the riser. So it is now time to set all this stuff up. Alright, I got everything all set up. Here's the first PTZ camera, and you can see the Cat 6 Ethernet line, which I've got running up over the door and taped up along the wall here on the way back to my control room. You'll also see the FX6 setup right here, locked down on a podium shot. There's the mixer, and here's where the Cat 6 lines run to, is this PoE, Power over Ethernet switch. The second camera is going to be running up to the front here. You'll see there's a line that goes a long ways here, all the way up around the back of the stage here and to the second PTZ camera. So now let's do a control room breakdown. Here we've got the audio board, and next to the audio board is a couple wireless mic receivers, and next to the wireless mics is a laptop running the PowerPoint presentations. And out of this laptop we run an HDMI to the in-room projector system so everyone in the room can see the slideshow. To get the slideshow as an input for the live stream, we'll use an external Ethernet port, USB to Ethernet, and we'll run a Cat 6 cable from that second computer over to the same PoE switch that we have the PTZ cameras connected to. Over here we've got an OWC hub. This OWC hub gives us a 4K output to a 4K monitor, as well as a bunch of other USB and Thunderbolt inputs. This gives me plenty of inputs to have my Stream Deck and my external keyboard and mouse, as well as my external audio interface where I can take the audio from the mixer. I've also got a 2 terabyte SSD set up to record this whole thing to disk. And over here I have the FX6 on a hero shot of the podium. To get that shot into the computer, we have a HDMI over to the ATEM Mini. Now we're not using the ATEM Mini to switch, we're just using it for the one FX6 shot because I'm not running HDMI cables all the way from the PTZ cameras back to the ATEM Mini because it's too long of a run, so we're just using NDI video, which can be carried over the Cat 6 cable, which also carries the power and the camera control for this joystick controller, which is the other thing I have here in the control room, along with my Stream Deck, which I use as the switcher. I'm using software called Wirecast from Telestream to do the live stream and record to disk here. You can see on the bottom level I have my audio coming from the mixer, and then on the second level I've got 5 different shots. And the shots are the slideshow, the 2 PTZ cameras, my FX6, and then I've got a PIP shot, which is basically the shot from FX6, the podium shot, as well as the slideshow. This is all being run from a 14-inch M1 Max MacBook Pro, and I'm able to use the MacBook Pro as a multicam viewer because I'm using the 4K monitor as my main Wirecast source, and so I can see all 4 of my different camera views, or my 3 camera views, and the slideshow right here on the MacBook Pro screen.
Tailored Alaska cruise software. So what do we look at in depth? So for farming. In Alaska, we have tremendous opportunities because we have almost unlimited land compared to some of these other states. Our fresh water is tremendous here. Our pristine ground, land and water is tremendous.